All right, so for our last week of material, we're going to be working on balancing and adjusting a budget, which is kind of a continuation of what you were doing last week, which was reading and keeping financial records. All right, so these first two examples are going to be on balancing a budget, and the last two examples will be on adjusting a budget. So example one says this table shows Ethan's March budget. How much money does he need to earn at the greenhouse to balance his budget? Complete the table. So I view these problems as three steps. We have an income column and an expense column. The expense column is already completely filled out. So step one can be finding the total expenses. So that's what I want to do first. And to find the total expenses, we just simply add up the three numbers in the expense column. 25 plus 60 plus 25. You can do it on your calculator, just do it in your head to save some time. I'm just going to do it in my head quick. It comes out to be a total of $110. And so that's the number I would put in the total box at the bottom of the expense column. Step number two is really quick and doesn't require any math work. Since we want a balanced budget, that means that we want the income column and the expense column to equal the same thing. So the total income is going to be the exact same as the total expenses. So we can automatically put 110 in the total for the income as well. Now, step three, returning to some math work, is we need to calculate how much money we earn from working at the greenhouse. Now, since we know the total of the income is $110, we also know we earn $10 from the allowance we get and $30 from pet sitting. To get the amount of money we receive from the greenhouse job is simply subtract those two other numbers from our total. So I would take 110 minus 30 minus 10. This would leave us with how much money we earned at the greenhouse, which again, you can do mental math or type it in your calculator, would be $70. And that is the number we need to put there. You need to have all of the boxes filled in before you hit the submit button. There should be nothing left blank. So let's do another example. Number two. Now this table shows Jamie's October budget. How much money can Jamie spend at the fall festival to keep his budget balanced? Complete the table. So now we have a missing value in the expense column. So our work is going to follow the same steps, but now step number one is going to be calculating total income, since that's the column that is already completely filled out. So to do that, I need to add those three numbers together, 280 plus 100 plus 40, which comes out to be a total of $420. That's what I would write in the total column there. Again, step number two, no math work required. Now that I know that the total income is $420, the total expenses has to be the same since we want a balanced budget. So we can automatically write $420 in that total column. So now step three is to calculate how much did he spend at the festival. And we're going to, again, since we know the total expenses is $420, we're going to subtract the other two numbers from that total. So $200 from savings for college, minus $100 for savings for a car, and that will leave us with how much he spent at the festival, which would be $120. And that's what we would write in that column there.